2013 Chevrolet Cruze. Customer states the engine's overheating. Well, it's actually not a customer, it's my son's car, and I've done a lot of work to this car, and he claims that the car overheated. So let's have a look. This could be really bad. These cars, if they overheat, it could be game over. Let's see what it entails. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to put this hose back on. I'm going to try to move the hose clamp. It doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with the water outlet valve. It almost looks like the hose clamp just popped, or the hose just popped off. Let's see if I can get this back on. It slides on easy enough, maybe that's why. Get on the edge. Okay, the hose is on. Will it stay on? Trying to rotate it so I can access it. I was not expecting to find this at all. Kind of weird. Okay. Let's see if I can tighten this up. I'm going to have to order a new hose for this as a precaution. Now, why did that pop off in the first place? Seems like it's on there pretty tight. Okay. Well, this will get us home anyway. I brought some water. I'm going to top this up with water because this is bone dry. Once I get the new hose, I'll have to dump this water and put all new coolant in here. Depending on how long he drove, there's not a drop of coolant in here. Lots of air in there too. Okay, why don't I start up to see if this engine turns over and if anything happens at all. It's running, which is half the battle. Alright, well. Let's get this car home and replace this hose. Okay, so we just drove the car home. The hose stayed in place and my level's all good. I don't think, it doesn't appear that we've had any damage, but so I'm going to order this hose. I'm going to replace it, and this hose here, I think that's cooling to the turbo, or either to or from, I'm not sure, but this is looking pretty ripe. I'm going to order one of these too, and we'll take this apart, we'll drain that water, and then we'll top up with the proper coolant, the orange stuff. Alright. Okay, well, it's a few days later. I just got my hoses. I'm going to replace 2 hoses this time. I'm going to do this radiator hose, the big one. And like I just showed, this little tiny one here, I'm going to change this one as well, because this one here it feels like there's nothing left to it. Now, main issue with my hose is I don't think there's really anything wrong with this hose. It's just that it had popped off because the way the hose clamp was on, it was more towards the edge of the tubing, and it had just popped off. So out of a precaution, I just thought, since this car is getting kind of older, I would just replace these. These cars are known for coolant leaks. Now the issue is, this would be a very straightforward job. The bottom of this hose, I don't know if you can even see that, way down in here somewhere where I'm pointing, way in there. I can see the clamp, but there's just no way to get to it. And I think the only way to do it on these lovely modern cars is to pop this front bumper off. Perhaps, I don't know if I want to take the whole thing off. I'm not sure. There's some screws underneath and some push pins, and there's some little fasteners inside the wheel well. I don't know if you can even see those little fasteners there. I have never done this job before, so maybe I'll try to take this cover off, maybe just move it enough. Apparently you can move this enough, maybe, because you need to move this to get the light out, and then you can put your hand through there. That's another possibility. Okay, let's see how we get on here. I'm going to start with the fasteners on the inside of the wheel well. Okay, well, I've got this front clip off, and this literally took 10 minutes. So it's just a series of these little Torx head screws. They're just around the front lip here, from the inside of the wheel well. There's 3 on each side, and then 2 on the bottom on each side, and the rest is just a bunch of these. There's a couple here, a couple there, 2 small bolts. These are the 2 small bolts, and the rest is just a series of these. And there's also underneath the lip, if you look at the inside of the bumper cover, wherever those little holes are there, it's just a series of these. And I just unplugged my 2 turn signals. I just swivel the sockets, the turn signals. There's another little plug-in on the driver's side. I have no idea what that is. Some kind of a sensor. Anyway, unplug that, and I've got everything exposed here. Now, this hose is still not really that easy to get to. It's still way in there, so let's try to take the headlight out. See if we can get better access this way. Okay, headlight came out. Another 5-minute job. So, and this has 4 7mm screws. 1 on top. Let's see, where was I? 1 in here in this weird plastic bracket. 1 here, And where was the other one? I got 4. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, and right there, which would be here, right here, this one. So twist, undo the 2 sockets. So with this all out of the way, can I get at this stupid hose? Let's try that. Hopefully. I don't know how else to do it. Cut the frame apart, I don't know. Okay, so there is that bolt right there for that lower hose. So I could either come in, I can't really come in from the back, from the light hole. I thought the light would really make my life easy, but not really. I don't want to get into the battery tray. I've done that before for something else. I can maybe get it from the top here, or from under here. I don't know if you can see my finger. There, my finger's on it. My finger is on it now, so maybe from under here. I'll try from the top just with a screwdriver. If not, I'll get from a wrench from underneath. Ah, what an awkward spot just for a rad hose. Anyway, let's get on this. Try to take this off. Okay, I think I can access it with a long screwdriver. If you can even see that. Are you in there? Are you in the shot? Okay. What a spot. One simple hose clamp. I mean, hose clamps are supposed to make your life easy. Imagine if it was one of those spring-loaded ones. Alright, so I got this loose. Okay, loose that I can turn it. And I think I'm going to turn it so maybe I can access it from down here. Be much easier. Or turn it from the inside. So I wonder if there's a way that I could arrange the clamp so I could get it from the top. If it was over on this side. Yeah. My gosh, that would have been much easier. Anyway. Why not? Why not take the whole bumper off? Okay. Well, this is loose. I'm going to break this. I got to drain this coolant. It's actually not coolant. We've been running on just straight water. Because once I got the old hose back on, I just put water in. It's summertime. No big deal. So I'm going to break this. Pull this off, drain this water, and hopefully get these hoses in place and top back up with the proper, the orange stuff. Is this it? Yeah, this is the orange stuff for GM vehicles. All right, I'm glad I'm doing this. Look at the state of this hose. It's practically turned to jelly. So, now, of course, I'm not doing all of them. I'm doing these obvious ones, so yeah. Anyway, that's the plan. Okay, so I got my new hoses back in place, and I just use conventional hose clamps. People say these are better. I actually hate these. Yeah. So, I got some regular old hose clamps on there. In here as well for the main radiator hose. And down here you can see, right down there. That's all in. So now let's get our coolant back in. Before I do that, I'm going to put some of this, I got about half a jug of this. It's kind of a sealer, head gasket fix, cure-all thing. I'm going to get some of that in here, and then I'm going to put my my antifreeze in. This can only help the situation. And again, I only did the hoses that were affecting me at this time. They were pretty bad. There are several other hoses, but I mean, I'm not changing everything today. I'm just going to do this. Again, this is my son's car. He was driving. This hose, for whatever reason, it just popped off. I think somebody had tried to, maybe it was leaking before and somebody had tightened it, and the clamp was at the very, very edge of the plastic of the water outlet pipe, and it just popped off. I think it had been over squeezed. Anyway, brand new hose, brand new clamp. Let's put this back together. I'm going to put the face back on this car, and then going to start it up and see how this goes. Hopefully no leaks, and hopefully everything comes back up to temperature and we're good to go. Okay, well, I got the car all back together. I got the front clip on, very straightforward, clips into place, reverse order, all these little buttons, very easy. Everything looks good. I just took the car for a little tiny spin. I think we're in good shape here. I have another new little dilemma right here, but I'll take care of this off camera. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope this video can help someone. Catch you on the next one.